Now what is this? I have no idea what this is. I get a call from this guy, Ted. Barely know that guy. He said, I can't come today. I'm too scared, and I had a beer, so I can't drive. Pussy-ass son of a bitch. Now, I do in the show, we talk about fighting games. Now, I got a note here. Let me introduce myself. My name is Cream of Goodness. I'm going to be talking about the show today, Roundhouse Roundup. Talk about fighting games. I hear Ted not want to show up. He's too scared. Scared of this guy Mark going to cut a promo on him. I don't even know what a promo is. Maybe going to throw up on himself. Maybe going to tie his shoes. I don't know the difference. I don't care. I'm Cream of Goodness. Talking about Mortal Kombat. Now, I may not be the hippest cat on the block when it comes to fighting games, but I know Mortal Kombat. I saw the movie, and I saw the movie that came after the other movie, so I'm a little familiar with people be punching and kicking and shit. So this new demo comes out, demonstration, so I can be demonstrated to see these people just fucking all flipping out and shit. You got this, all kinds of blood and shit coming out. I see one guy, his arm get all tore up and the muscle be coming through, and he's still fighting. I don't know. I'm tipping my hat. Guy's a motherfucker. And then all fatalities. Guy get cut in his torso and then cut the head and kick the head, kick the torso out and then cut the head in half. Man, I tell you, talk about fighting game. The only fighting game I have. Pocket knife at the end of my drawer. Whip that out. Cut a man. And if his mouth be sticking out, he's not going to keep fighting. He's going to go down. He's going to be scared. He's going to be in what we call shock. He need to go to the hospital. You got to be careful, though. Hospitals leave paper trails. Don't need no that. Don't need no that. Fighting games. Talk about games, man. Fighting's for real. Talk about creamy goodness. Having a fighting game. I fight for real. Got all these other games. What is this? This Ted be talking about Arcana Heart and shit. Like he's into some lowly bullshit. I do not know. I see he got this woman, and she all be like, I don't think she's lowly. I mean, you got, the with the lowly girls, it's like you can't tell the difference between boys and girls, in the shower. From the back anyway, they look the same. That's all I'm saying. What else got to be like that? All right, Cream of Goodness does not take no back talk. Got an attitude. I like that. Fighting games. Got, what do we got? Street Fighter in 3 dimensions. Now, I do not need 3 dimensions when I fight. I put on sunglasses. I cannot see 3 dimensions. I need to see the guy in front of me, and I cut him with a knife. But this Street Fighter 4 coming out. When's it coming out? March 27th. Get my mental thinking cap on. That's a Sunday. How in the hell am I going to get that game on a Sunday? The post office did not deliver on Sunday, and I'm not going to go into a retail store. I might catch some of your flu or some shit. Not going to get retail store. I'll not pay sales tax. But I understand it'll be coming out March 27th. That is a Sunday, and if you're so inclined to walk into a retail outlet to buy it, you are crazy. Get all my deliveries to Amazon. Creamy Goodness not go out for nobody. They all come to me. Creamy Goodness. Talk about 3D fighting games. We got this Dead or Alive. Also, on the 3DS. Now, I got a note here that it is different because they all been talking about boobies. Now, Creamy Goodness, you know all about tig old bitties. But what I don't understand is how is this game any different? I see it. Titties and boobies, butts all flying around. But like the other games with all the titties and boobs flying around, I do not even know the difference. Who is the last boss of Dead or Alive? I imagine to be all super boob. Shooting all kinds of crazy stuff out of her boobs. I do not know. Ted, I'll be too scared to show up. He don't know anything about boobs. Oh, look at that.
What the hell, dude?
What?
The hell? You think that's funny? You think that's funny?
No, I don't think that's funny at all.
You think that's funny?
Your mom thinks that's funny. I do not understand.
Last week, I decided to take a break. And what happens to Roundhouse Roundup? It fucking falls apart. You talk about bocce ball, depouring your nose strips. Who cares about...
I do not understand that that's Ted. I'm not about Creamy Goodness.
Oh, my God. I go away for 1 week and the show falls apart. You are useless. Ted, you are useless just like SNK, all right? You know what happened this past weekend? I was playing Xbox Live Online. SNK, King of Fighters 2002. I wanted to play it, but guess what? When you're offline, you don't have permission to play it. I bought the game on my account using my money, but I can't play it because SNK has retarded DRM issues. Same thing happened to King of Fighters 98, Garou Mark of the Wolves, Metal Slug. You know what? I tried something else. I put Marvel vs. Capcom in. And guess what? It worked offline. SNK, you are a useless piece of shit company. You have to get your act together. Just like you, Ted. Get your fucking act together. Shape up or get the fuck out.
I do not know why he continued to refer to me as Ted. My name is Creamy Goodness. Got a knife in my drawer. Maybe I need to cut that guy. I do not know. I will never see him again. Or maybe I will.
You are not Tyler Durden?
I'm not Tyler Durden. Tyler Durden is a character played in a movie. I'm a real person. Tyler Durden is a fictional character from a book that was later adapted into a movie. Now, I understand that my friend over here had some issues with SNK's DRM. And let me tell you, I also remember this happening. I was trying to play offline with some friends, and I could not. I said I did not have permission. And I understand, what? As it turns out, SNK is a terrible company. And I do not have any previous affiliation to SNK, so I will tell them that they need to make better games. Or stop making games, so I can spend my money somewhere else. More pocket knives. Are there any other fighting games worth talking about? We have Skullgirls coming out on the downloads. Play that on your PlayStation. We have Street Fighter 3. Street Fighter 3. We do not know nothing about that. We have Street Fighter vs. Tekken. We do not know nothing about that. We are waiting for the people that have the news to deliver us the news. And there's news.
Apparently, someone died in the band, Mike Starr. I forget what band it was.
That band was Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains was my favorite band. Talking about the rooster, he ain't never gonna die. All right, enough of that sentimental bullshit. We do not have any more news on fighting games. And there are no fighting game tournaments that happened recently other than that one where Ted got rocked real hard. And I heard about that. He came home crying saying, "Creamy Goodness, I can't do no more." I made fun of him. So I will be terminating this broadcast. And maybe next week Ted will not be so much of a pussy and maybe show up and try to deal with the remarks that were made by my friend. We will handle that. Thank you very much.